So focus on your breath. Land in this moment, the time of the planting of seeds. As this spring festival celebrates the solid return of life, awakening the energies within that are necessary to harness and honor if we are to be successful in bringing our hopes and dreams to fruitful manifestation. This ritual is an invitation to plant the seed of your future intention. Drawing upon the clarifying perspective brought by the alchemical stage of separation that allows you to see who you are and what is important to you. Different, perhaps, from who others are and what may be important to them. As you sow, so shall you reap. And this is the time to be intentional about what you sow. With each of 4 breaths, bring your awareness fully to each of the 4 directions that surround you and the elements that are aligned with them. Breathe into north and the element of earth. Breathe into east and the element of air. Breathe into south and the element of fire. And if there is a candle that you have, you can light it at this moment. And breathe into west. And the element of water. And with each of the next 2 breaths, bring your awareness fully into the below and the above. Breathe into the below and feel the unwavering foundation of the earth-bound material plane. Be aware of all those who have come before and the place in which you are. The ancestors, the ancients of this land. Know that you are holding that same space on the earth. And just take a moment to honor that. And breathe into the above. Expand into the limitless breadth of the cosmic plane. That goes back to the very beginning of all and expands into infinite potential. And with your next breath, find the place in the very center in which all these directions, including the above and the below, come together. breathe into this center, the element of ether or spirit. If there is deity that you have on your altar or in your heart, take a moment to acknowledge divine presence in this space. And take several more deep breaths. Know that you yourself are in the center of sacred space. You too hold this space of the very, very hub of the universe. You are the meeting place of spirit above and matter below, and the magic that surrounds. Allow yourself to connect with the rising energies of the season that are pulsing beneath you in the earth and surrounding you in the very air that you are breathing. Find the resonant energies within yourself, that place that is yearning to burst forth. As a nice Nin said, and the day came when the risk it took to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk to blossom. This is that day. If you have a candle, a yellow candle, that represents that light of the self, if you have not already lit it, light it now. If you have an image of yourself as a young child, a school-age child, gaze at that now. Allow yourself to explore the sense of the you that is waiting to emerge. And pay attention to any words that come to mind that describe what you are feeling, or the vision of what it is that you want to manifest in your life, or the symbols that have meaning for you. Take some time to allow that to unfold, knowing that what comes up for you, it is that which you will be drawing or writing, placing on the planter that will hold the seed of the self to burst forth. In your own time, and I will take some time to turn up the music and stop the words. In your own time, when you're ready, take the planter that you have. Allow yourself to decorate it, inside and out if you choose, with everything that is reflective of your true self, your hopes, your dreams, and the strength that you have, the qualities that you have within you that can nurture those hopes, bring those dreams into manifestation. So take your time. when your design feels complete, fill the planter half full of the potting soil, and then shift your attention to the cauldron. Within that cauldron lie the seeds of your future manifestation, which has been incubating in the cauldron. It is now ready to be planted in the waiting earth. So in your time, when you're ready, take a seed, hold it in your hand, feel the energies that run through the earth, feel the energies that run through you like a current, and feel that current culminate in your palm and be transferred into the seed. Feel within yourself the joy of embracing the risk to blossom. And then lay the seed, this precious seed, in the soil. Protect it with another layer of the soil. So just take your time to do this. And take the time to gaze at the candle or gaze at that image of your young self. This is who you are doing it for, this precious being. And focusing once more on your breath. And feeling the wind around you, connecting with the energy of the winged guides at this time. Just listen to these words. Trying to find you again. Here we are. Sorry for all the clicking. Just taking those words in, right? Be like the bird who, pausing in her flight on a branch too slight, feels it give way beneath her, but sings, sings, knowing she has wings. She sings, sings, knowing she has wings. Allow those words to touch the place within you that knows how to persist. Know that there may have been dark times in the past. Guaranteed that there have been dark times in the past. There may be tough times in the future. Pretty much guaranteed there are going to be some challenging times ahead, because they always come around again. But you have wings, and you have an essence that lies within that current of life that knows how to soar regardless. Allow that to be that which directs your forward movement, your upward movement. Allow yourself to soar. Allow yourself to burst forth. And just close your eyes. And breathe into that knowing. And I'm going to invite you to pick a number between 1 and 3. And I'm just going to step out of frame for a moment. So as I said before I started ritual, I am sure that somewhere I have all my birds. But I could not get my hands on them. So the deck that I'm going to use for this is reflective not of our winged guides, but of the seeds that have been planted. It is the Illustrated Herbiary by Maya Tull. And so I'm going to pick 3 cards representative of 3 flowers, trees, or herbs that can also be a guide along with the seeds which you have planted. So here is number 1, and here is number 2, and here is number 3. Okay. So take a breath. Focus on a number. Number 1. St. John's wort, being a light in the darkness. So let me just read a little bit about that, give a little bit more guidance. So it says, the truth, St. John's wort is scraggly and scrappy, completely lacking the charisma one would expect from an herb reputed to tame depression in a single bound. But that's her beauty. She's a magician and a thief, not the belle of the ball. She knows how to steal the heat from summer solstice's sun, hold it in her flowers, and make it last all winter long. This is her greatest trick, bringing light and warmth to your darkness by helping to recreate the electric leap of synapses firing and energy moving along. Call on St. John's wort when you need a sip of sunshine so that you can find your light in the darkness. So that was our 1. These are so awesome. Number 2 is the daisy. Be yourself. So here's a little bit more about Daisy. Daisy comes from a huge family. Her sisters, Chamomile, Echinacea, Boneset, Elecampane, Feverfew, and Milk Thistle, just to name a few, are among our greatest healers. Luckily, Daisy learned early on that the best way to distinguish herself was simply to be herself. So despite her tomboy appearance, with white pearls often tatty or rumpled, and her status as the most common of medicines, she'll heal a bruise and quiet inflammation, but nothing like her cousin Arnica Montana. She's a favorite guest. She persistently finds her way into our homes and gardens to remind us over and over again that loving ourselves as we are is the very best medicine. So that was number 2. And number 3 is burdock. Tap your resources. So, for those of you who chose burdock, you know the burrs that get matted into your dog's coat in autumn? The ones that prick your fingers and refuse to come untangled? That's a burdock. She's a tireless companion, and yes, she sticks with you, cheering you on when you're running low on steam or self-esteem, or recovering from a lingering ailment. Burdock's a nurturer, building you up with gentle sweetness and asking nothing in return. Her taproot runs deep. Once she sets her sights on breaking up crusty soil or shifting old habits, she's persistently relentless. She's the friend of your childhood, the one you could always count on to have your back. Trust me, she says. All will be well. So those are our 3. And if you feel that you need them all, then take them all. Bring your awareness once more back to the breath, back to the center. And just take a moment. Just take a moment to allow the experience that you have gone through to just be in your breath. One last moment to anchor the connection with your essence. And then, when you're ready, release the flame. What has been experienced in ritual lives forever in your cells. It need only be called forth from within whenever you choose. We step into ritual with intention, and we step out forever changed. So take some time once more to move through the directions, thanking the elements for helping to hold space and keep you safe during the ritual. Start again in the north, thanking Earth for solid presence. and move through the east with air for blowing through to bring clarity. In the south with fire, bringing that spark and that will of intention to our creation. In the west with water, and all the ways that it shows up with heart. And it brings the power of feeling to the work that we do. And end again with the above and the below, the expansive cosmos and the earth right below your feet, the place where you stand. And thank and bid farewell to deity, spirit, who is present at the ritual, but knowing that spirit is ever with us, always, above, below, around, within, without. And we close with an Ostara poem. And as I say this poem, I literally, barking dogs, I look out at the field with the horse and the sheep and the rabbits that are chasing each other. The dancing hare foretells the spring with fertility and new life this time does bring. Gay Westere dances on the earth as seeds and flowers come to birth. Tulips and daffodils come into bloom, and life sprouts from the Mother Earth's womb. Birds lay their eggs now, and the light is growing. Catkins and blossoms on the leaves are showing. The sun reaches forth with his hand to the maiden of flowers, returns to the land. Their dance brings new balance into our life, planting the seeds to overcome strife. We grow with the flowers and the trees, winter's gloom banished on a spring breeze. The joy of new birth enters our hearts as we look forward to Beltane's love. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this ritual, for sharing this space as we plant the seeds of our intention. And I look forward to seeing how those seeds grow over the months to come. Remember that these seeds require our attention, our nurturance. As we tend the seed, we tend ourselves. So there is something in your heart which you want to bring forth, and you have set that intention today. And so continue to give it the energy that it needs in order to become big, beautiful, strong as you are. So thank you for sharing this space. And I will say goodbye to everybody who joins in the recording, not live. Thank you.